Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Let's talk to Shannon Morse, our producer, who's back from E3. Nice job on E3, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Did you have fun?
So much fun. Yeah,
It's not your first E3.
It is, yeah.
It was?
That was my first E3.
Oh, so
done
it's a pretty
CES
wild trade show. Much more interesting than even CES, right?
Yeah, it was super fun.
Especially if you're a gamer.
You definitely have to plan out ahead of time, like plan meetings, because you can't, there's no way you can get in without that.
Well, no good trade show would be easy to get into. Easy to get around at. So, what was your favorite game?
It would probably be Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond?
Beautiful.
I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'll
beautiful. Ellen Page is the main character.
Love her. Yeah.
Yeah, she did the voice acting, and she looks exactly like.
Oh,
the
interesting.
Character. Yeah, it's so
console
funny.
or a PC?
It's PS3,
PS3.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was just gorgeous.
You could see Shannon and Chad and Father Robert do who else was there? Lamar Wilson.
Yeah.
Do our review of E3. It's on our Twit special feed. Padre showed up. Yeah. So did I, Justine, a few others.
Yes, she did.
It's Twit special number 162 if you want to watch it. There it is. E3 2013. So, Shannon, you did not bring this on the road with you, I don't think.
No, I left this at home. But I have to say, I moved this weekend, and this was actually really handy. Because I have not set up my computer yet.
Okay.
I've been lazy. So I brought this home, and I've been using this around my house. This is the Dell XPS 18, and it is huge, right?
But it really, if you put it on the stand and with the keyboard, then it's an all-in-one computer, kind of.
Yes, it is. So the way they are marketing this is as a tablet / all-in-one PC. Okay. The reason for that is because it comes with a handy-dandy little keyboard and a little mouse. And if you want to spend $13.49, you also get this nice little dock that it goes on. And you can plug the charger straight into the back of this, into the charger, so you can charge it through the dock instead of just charging through the tablet itself.
Cool.
So when I first got this, I thought, I don't know if it actually has a battery in it. Let's try this out. It does have a battery. Lasts about 5 hours, so definitely not long.
5 hours, all right.
But it's pretty good for, the size and the specs.
Yeah, think about it. You're not taking that on an airplane.
Exactly.
I mean, that's going to be near a power source.
If you want to, you can buy this $30 case for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It fits very well, and then you can carry around 5 pounds if you really want to.
If you're doing sales presentations or something like that, presentations of some kind, that if you couldn't be sure there was a projector, that might be a good choice.
So it could definitely be pretty handy for somebody like that. It has really good specs for its price too. It starts at $899 and it goes up to about $1,500.
It's not expensive.
They just announced the new 3rd generation i7 one, which is not the 4th generation, unfortunately, but it is an i7. The one I tested out is an i5. And it worked very well. One thing I really like about this is it's full HD, so you're not getting a terrible resolution with it. It's 1920 by 1080, and it's IPS, of course. And it also has really nice interiors. So you got 8 gigs of RAM, got a 500 gig hard drive, and a 32 gig solid state. So it boots up quickly, and it runs Windows 8 really well. I was impressed, actually.
Perfect time for you to have this during your move.
Yeah, exactly. So I could take this from my bedroom, and I could take it downstairs and sit on the couch when I was, lazy from unpacking all night and
portable enough to move around with it.
Yeah, and I can boot up YouTube on it. The sound quality is very nice. It's pretty loud whenever you're in a quiet area, and of course the screen is beautiful. It's made out of the build quality on the back of this.
Is it plastic? What is it? It's aluminum.
It's aluminum, yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I love the Dell XPS 1s. This is a smaller than that. It's only an 18-inch, but still.
Yeah, it's much smaller.
Nice.
But it's very impressive. And it also has a couple of USB 3.0 jacks on the side of it. Yeah. Has SD card space in case you need to, load up your photos or whatnot. I did take some photos on here. They weren't that pretty. So with
the camera, it has its own camera?
It does. So there's a webcam on the front. It's a 720p camera.
That's more for Skyping than it is
bad pictures. See, look at that. Terrible. Yeah. Grainy. The photo quality is not good. I don't know, but she looks like a nut job. What in the world? Yeah, not
no,
very
those
good
aren't very good.
photos.
Yeah.
Very blurry.
That's not what you'd be crazy to. You might people must think you're nuts when you're holding this thing up. Let me take a picture.
Here, let me take a photo of you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was not very good as far as the camera quality goes, but the build quality, the hardware and software in this is very nice. And it also has a
I see his little
stands.
feet.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have the stand
can
with
tilt
you.
it.
Yeah, again, that makes me think this is intended for presentations and
Definitely.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Or if you have little kids and you want to play games, so you can switch
that's neat.
around.
Will it rotate around?
Yep.
Oh.
So it switches around.
That's kind of neat for drawing, maybe things like that.
Yeah, so I can do that if I want to. I could, set it in my bed and watch TV shows on it.
Have breakfast on it. Yeah.
Yeah, have breakfast on it, of course. That's
Pros
one
and
thing
cons.
I definitely like. My pros and cons with this are it's a very competitive price, starting at $899 for the i3 version, going up to about $1,500. Lot cheaper than that huge one that you tested out, the Lenovo
That was
Idea
silly.
Center Horizon.
And a better screen resolution,
Much
too.
better screen resolution. You can only see the pixels if you get really up close, and nobody's going to do that.
Right.
Great build quality. Really enjoyed that it has feet on the bottom in case you don't want to pay for the big stand. Really
Feet
like
should
that it
always
comes
be
with
on the bottom, never on the top.
Of course. And my cons, honestly, I didn't have that many cons.
You really
with
liked
it. It was
it.
very fun to use. I used it around my house. It was great if I didn't want to set up my computer.
Yeah.
The only con I had was that it was heavy. At 5 pounds, I didn't necessarily want to move it around
It's
that
not a
much.
laptop replacement. It's
Exactly.
a portable desktop, I guess.
It's a portable desktop all-in-one PC.
Not quite even a tablet, really. It's a little too big for that.
So surprisingly, I honestly thought I was going to hate this thing, but after using it for a month in the office and then taking it home this weekend, I got to say it's definitely a buy.
Great.
I mean, if you're in the market for something like this, it's a buy.
It seems like that's how Windows 8 should be,
Yes.
frankly. Touch and kind of tablet-like if you want it that way. That's great. That's the Dell XPS 18. Starts at $900, goes up to $1,450 depending on how you configure it.
It does.
Thank you, Shannon. Shannon Morse produces Before You Buy, but she also is on Hack 5.
I am, yes.
And also with Darren Kitchen, the host of Threatwire.
Yeah,
which,
we've been talking about Prism lately.
Oh, I bet.
Crazy stuff.
I bet. Lots to talk about there. You can catch that at youtube.com/techfeed.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon.